So the football season is coming, both in the CFL and for the Manitoba Bison. Stan Pierre is standing next to me, the defensive coordinator. And Stan, I guess we got a lot of ground to cover in this interview. The last time we talked, we were doing the spring ID camp over at the indoor soccer complex over there. Can you kind of give me a quick rundown of kind of how that went? That
was great. I mean, we had around between both camps around 150, 160 kids, so it was well attended. As usual, there was a couple guys we found there that were able to work their way into our spring camp this year, which was great, and they did really well. And it's always fun to find a couple diamonds in the roughs at that camp, and we normally do that, yeah.
And another round of recruits announced last week, also with that media wing off that I'm crushed that I missed. Although Derek Taylor over at Global, 43 wings in 5 minutes, I don't think I could have touched that. But
he's unbeatable for all the wrong ways. But I don't know how often you sit down and eat a bag of chips in one sitting, but he does it all the time. So I've seen it live and direct. So that's tough competition.
Absolutely. Now talk about all the recruiting you guys have done. Obviously another big recruiting class this year. Some on the offensive line and also throughout the team as well. Talk about some of the recruits that you guys have had.
Well, certainly on offense we've had a remarkable recruiting year. We've got many top recruits, a lot from the Winnipeg Rifle program, but a lot from Manitoba in general. So it was a bumper crop for Manitoba kids on the offensive side of the ball this year. Offensive line, it looks very deep. Of course, we're very good at running back, and quarterback is going to be an interesting dynamic, with Ryan Marsh coming in, and we don't know the status of Cleo Williams just yet, and with our veterans Mark Paquette and Cam Clark and John Keesman. So it's going to be a very competitive main camp, and it was a very competitive spring camp on the offensive side of the ball. On defense, probably not as deep a recruiting year as we had on offense, but we were very happy with the guys that we did have, and we got to see them all play kind of for the first time with our guys this weekend. So that's always really exciting, and for the most part we were pleasantly surprised. So we're looking forward to next year. Yeah.
And Quincy Hurst obviously being drafted into the CFL during the draft, exciting times for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, that's great. Every time one of our kids gets drafted, obviously it's great for them. It's good for the program, and it says a little bit about us, but mostly about the kids. And he's an interesting prospect. As you know, he's not the biggest guy in the world, but athletically he is fast, and he is more than anything quick. And he has the type of speed to compete against the American players. That's for sure. It's not a speed issue with him, so we'll see how he does.
But it is a speed issue with me. So can't win contests, and I won't win any speed battles. But congratulations, obviously, to Quincy Hurst. September 8th is the big home opener for the Manitoba Bisons. And if you want to keep up with them throughout the off-season, gobisons.ca is the place to go. For Shaw TV, I'm Mitchell Clinton.